It was evening when two planes, carrying a total of 349 people, were heading toward each other over the skies of New York. One of them was preparing to land at JFK Airport, while the other had just taken off from the same airport. Both pilots were receiving instructions from the same air traffic controller, and there was supposed to be a 1,000 feet vertical gap between them. Yet, somehow, the planes, meant to cross each other safely, ended up colliding mid-air. Where did the mistake happen, and who was responsible? If both pilots were following the air traffic controller's instructions and there was a safe gap between them, then how could such a disaster occur in such a vast sky? This is the tragic story of an incident known worldwide as the worst mid-air collision. Welcome once again to ZMTV, where we bring you real stories from the skies. Did you know that at any given moment, there are 15,000 to 25,000 airplanes in the sky? According to flight radar data, more than 100,000 flights land every day worldwide. So the question arises, if there are so many planes in the sky at the same time, why don't they collide? The answer lies in air traffic controllers and imaginary airways in the sky. Just like highways exist on the ground, the sky has invisible airways, and air traffic controllers ensure planes follow these paths, each with its own rules. For example, the UM-68 airway connects Europe to North America. Flights going eastbound from Europe to Dubai, then the USA and Canada, are assigned odd-numbered altitudes like 35,000 ft, 37,000 ft, and 39,000 ft. Meanwhile, flights heading westbound, returning to Europe, are assigned even-numbered altitudes like 34,000 ft, 36,000 ft, and 38,000 ft. These altitude instructions are provided to pilots by the air traffic controller of the respective region. This system allows thousands of planes to safely cross each other in the sky, maintaining vertical gaps of 1,000 to 2,000 feet. And under normal circumstances, everything runs smoothly. But on the evening of November 12, 1996, something went terribly wrong over New York. Two passenger planes ended up colliding mid-air. One of them was a Kazakhstan Airlines Ilyushin 76, which had taken off from Shymkent International Airport, Kazakhstan, at 3:55 p.m. EST. After a 3.5-hour journey, it was scheduled to land at JFK International Airport. This was a chartered flight carrying 27 passengers and 10 crew members, mostly merchants traveling to the USA for trade. At the same time, a Saudi Airlines Boeing 747 was landing at JFK Airport. It was scheduled to pick up passengers and depart for Jeddah at 6:00 p.m. On board were 312 people, 289 passengers and 23 crew members, mostly Indian laborers working in the Middle East returning home. These two flights had probably never seen each other before. Their origins, routes, and destinations were completely different. Yet, the 349 people on board had no idea that within a few hours, they would meet in the most terrifying way possible in the sky. By 6:23 p.m., Kazakhstan Airlines Flight 1907 had reached Lumka Waypoint, a point in the sky similar to a roundabout or junction on a road. Waypoints are where different airways intersect and allow planes to change direction safely. These points are imaginary, but pilots rely on them to navigate. Here, it's important to understand the two airways involved. One was the international airway from Kazakhstan to the USA, which Flight 1907 had followed all the way to New York. The other was a different airway called G452, and it was at this intersection, where these airways met, that the unthinkable happened.